an interesting question. So we define x heart y to be like the absolute value of x minus y for all real numbers x and y. And we want to know which of the following statements is not true. So this is like one of those questions where it's just like process of elimination, right? So like, we first look at the first condition, right? Is x heart y equal to y heart x for all x and y? So we want to know basically, is absolute value x minus y equal to the absolute value of y minus x? Well, like, yes, that's obviously true, right? Because like that's by definition of absolute value. If a difference is negative, then the absolute value just like reverses it. It's like just, just by intuition, like this is obviously true by the definition of absolute values. Now we look at like choice B, which is like 2 times x heart y. So 2 times absolute x minus y. Does that equal 2x heart 2y? So that's absolute value 2x minus absolute value 2y. So like a property of absolute values is like, if you got like a positive number, like 2 in this case, we can kind of factor out the 2 and write it as 2 times x minus y by properties of absolute values. So that tells us choice B is also true. So let's look at choice C now. So now we look at choice C, which is x heart 0 is equal to x. So x heart 0, right? That's going to equal the absolute value of x minus 0, which is equal to the absolute value of x. And we want to know, does that equal x for all values of x? Well, clearly not, right? Because if I just take like x equals -1, absolute value of -1 is 1, but 1 like does not equal -1. So like choice C is clearly incorrect. And you can easily, if you're running low on time on the test, you just circle C and move on. But if you want to verify the other two, x heart x, that's just x minus x, which is absolute value 0, which is 0, which is true. So D is true. And then E, x heart y, is just absolute value x minus y. If they're not equal, then like x minus y can't be 0. And if it can't be 0, then the absolute value has to be greater than 0. So that tells us choice E is also true. So yeah, so after eliminating all the choices, we're just left with choice C. And yeah, we find that C is like the right answer.